Hello, everybody. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. My name is Veronica Patik, and I am a vlogger. I create videos on self-development, spirituality, online business, and today I have as a guest a beautiful couple, Denny and Hanna, who are the members of the same community, SFM community, the place where we met, and we are inspiring each other. And today we are going to share with you what we are doing for bringing value into people's lives. And we hope you will get inspired. Hi, Denny and Anna.
Hi, Veronica. Thanks for having us. It's actually really cool being on the other side of
on the internet.
Yeah.
I know when I started my SFM journey, I accepted the 90-day video challenge where we are supposed to shoot a video every day and start using video camera, learning to speak in front of the camera, getting in contact with the group who are going through the same 90-day video challenge. And for me, it was very uncomfortable to do that. But Denny, you were so kind to reach to me and write comments, and Hannah as well. You were engaged with my posts, and that gave me a lot of confidence and courage to carry on. So I would like to ask you, how is your experience within the SFM platform? And how did you start your journey?
To put it short, I think I've always been looking to have my own income and generate my own money. I guess I never knew really how to. I've tried different things. I've tried almost everything, and in different countries. Like basically just trying to be self-sustaining and all that. All the way to like stock market stuff, to like selling and building PCs and whatever. So it was weird because like at wherever I worked, and I worked for a lot of different companies as well, I never wanted to climb up the corporate ladder. I was never one to, so as soon as they wanted to promote me, I wanted to leave because I knew there's more responsibilities, and with more responsibilities, you become tied down, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want this. I liked the flexibility and the freedom of, just earning a decent salary, but not having all the responsibility. So I think when the SFM came along, I think it was because I've tried so many different things. I knew I was a lot clearer on what I wanted and what I didn't want. And I knew that I wanted freedom. I knew that I wanted to be able to just be wherever I wanted to be, and I didn't want to be locked down to a specific place. So it's like all these elements. And yeah, I was watching like YouTube, I guess, one day, and this guy was talking about the exact same things that were like they were ticking the correct boxes for me, at least, He was talking about freedom with his family. He was talking about location freedom as well. And just being able to, like we all talk about that perfect day, just like wake up and do the things you want to do and not feel that you are forced or obligated to do something even though you don't want to, And I mean, this thing that we don't really discuss about in the corporate world, like this word called passion, it doesn't really come up, and being fulfilled and being, like they don't really concentrate on your happiness and well-being and all this stuff, right? And I mean, I think with all the searching, I came to realize that it's up to us. It's up to us to find our passion, to find the thing that makes us happy, and then find a way of making money out of that. So it's like, I think I found my passion, and the SFM was this bridge to you making an income out of it, you know?
Yeah.
So it seemed like it was falling into place.
Yes.
And it's weird, because when you get to that point where you feel like, okay, things are falling into place, you become more confident, and you stress less. And when you stress less and you are more relaxed, then it seems like things just start to get better in some way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I keep it.
You put that beautifully, Denny, because everything you just said is something that I was experiencing myself working in a corporate world, you know, and I think majority of us, evolution, life evolution, and we have a need to have a life of fulfillment and meaning, and have the opportunity, or have that not willingness, but have a space maybe, or those tools to express ourselves, you know, because we are so unique and different, and that's beautifully, because being different, we can complete each other perfectly in this world. And when you are manifesting yourself in your unique way, you are giving to that specific energy to this world the way you are, you know? And it's such a beautiful synchronicity. And that brings you a lot of joy and fulfillment. And in this kind of space, which is SFM community, you can find that tool and space and environment where you can manifest yourself in your unique way. And in parallel to that, you can get an income out of that. You can maintain your life at a physical level, not only at your spiritual level. And I think this is the main uniqueness of this platform. How about you, Hanna? How do you feel? Because I've noticed you started your the video journey, second round.
Yeah, yesterday. I think one of the most beautiful things about SFM, because it's an amazing platform, right? And you have all these ways of learning in the courses, and like there's so much information that you will be able to apply to learn how to start your own business. But I think what people get out of SFM, more than just the training, is also the community and the courage and the spiritual inner journey that you sort of go on with this community, right? And it's really empowering. They've managed to capture, like, to find people who are very supportive of each other, and who are very altruistic, who are very, very helpful. And especially that they have also this 90-day video challenge is really great, because so many people are very uncomfortable actually being on camera. You know, in this digital age, you wouldn't think that maybe, but it's true. A lot of people are very, very uncomfortable. And a lot of people have a lot of mental blocks and other insecurities that they're holding in. But through this journey of doing 90 videos over 90 or more days, not only do you get more confident maybe speaking on camera, you may learn skills as for, you know, how to record, how to set up audio, how to edit things, but you also have to come up with what to say, you know? And through doing that, I think you dig into yourself and find whatever insecurities you might have had, and you start working on them. So however you were when you started the 90-day video challenge, you are going to come out better at the other end, I believe. And it's also a way, of course, for you putting your videos out there for people to get to know you, but also for you to see other people's videos and learn things through their perspective and get to know them. So it provides a platform to get to know each other and to reach out and to create your small tribe within the tribe, you know, because within thousands of people, you will find these few select people maybe that you go through the 90-day video challenge with and that you become really close friends with. And so it also provides that networking aspect that is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did a semi-sporadic first attempt of the 90-day video challenge. And after that, I took a few months off, and now I'm trying to do a second round and to see if, you know, there's even more growth that can come out of that.
Yeah.
No, so I have absolutely loved it, both the community and that challenge specifically.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, this 90-day video journey, it is a challenge for our personal growth, and that helps you, as you say, dig inside and find who you really are and what you can share with this world, because you have to think about the value you are going to share with people. And you are put in such conditions that you make an introspection, and you do your best to bring what you have the best inside yourself. And I also made very good and strong connections during this journey, because you listen to people, people listen to you, and you find very like-minded people. And that helps you. That helps you to grow together, all together. And a beautiful project you start together, and started months ago, Denny and Hanna, by interviewing people and starting your YouTube channel. And this project is an inspiration and brings a lot of help to a lot of SFM members. Can you share how did this idea came up to you, and what is the intention behind this project?
So when I was doing the 90-day, like when I started the SFM, I went on a journey of self-discovery. So I was coming a little bit out of my shell because I hated being in front of the camera. But I'm also someone that I will try something to the fullest, to decide, to make a decision as to whether I like something or not. So I made a decision that I'm going to do, when I'm going to start the 90-day, I'm going to finish it. And I was going all the way through. In the beginning, it was a bit tricky. It got better. Then I started connecting more with people. I think when it came to like my 80-somethingth video, there was a video I made spontaneously, and that video went viral within the SFM. That Jay Kubisak was talking about the video in the visionary call. And the weirdest thing is that like everyone expected that video to boost my confidence and make me want to do more stuff and get more engaged, but it was the opposite that happened. It brought up a lot of insecurities, and yes, it's just a whole bunch of things that I needed to deal with, because I realized that like when I saw myself up like on a kind of like a spotlight, I felt that I wasn't worthy, you know. And that, you know, you kind of looking at yourself and thinking, who the hell are you to kind of be up there and to be saying all these things? You have nothing, you know, it's like all this negative stuff that comes out, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of had to go within myself. And I mean, I think I spent like 6 months or more kind of not working on my business, not really doing anything, trying to figure out what that was. And, you know, after some time, I started understanding and, you know, having worked on myself, I realized that we all felt this way, you know? There was like so many people that I used to watch, and when I looked at them and I thought, oh, you like, I love what you had to say. I think you're amazing. The same like when I wrote to you, and they would all write back like, oh no, it wasn't that good, or this and that. And I was like thinking, oh, you know, and that's the same thing I was going through. Like, we don't value our own words, and we don't realize how much of an impact our words have on others, you know, because we all have somehow like a negative outlook on ourselves. So basically, just in a nutshell, like Gaffer Clutch was something that I thought that, like, so when I wanted to start back getting involved in SFM, I wanted to do something that wasn't about me, that wasn't based on you know, my gains or anything, but just connecting, you know. So I thought, I want to be able to do this interview segment, because I actually did an interview segment in my 90 day that I enjoyed doing. So I wanted to do something I enjoyed doing and connect with people, but also give them a gift, which was themselves. So I wanted them to see themselves in the way we see them, like, and to be able to hear themselves and love hearing what they had to say, you know. We got a message from one of the members the other day, like 2 days ago or something, and he said, you know, I watched my video again and it brought me to tears, because I was so, like, they were proud of themselves and what they had to say. And if that's the only thing we do with it, then we are super happy, because that's the intention.
Oh yes, Denny, absolutely. And actually, you played a major impact in my growth and self-confidence. Doing this, inviting me for an interview for your Coffee Clutch, and spotting something within myself that I could not see, or maybe I had similar limitations and lack of confidence, and you know, we judge ourselves because we were maybe criticized in our past, you know, and our self-esteem is very low. But when somebody spots certain qualities within yourself and gives you space to say that or express yourself, or what are your values, and that makes a major change in our consciousness. So your project, by interviewing people and giving them space to express themselves, is I think is life-changing in a certain degree, you know. And that was an impact on my personal development and growth as well. So I'm so grateful and I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
The feeling is actually mutual, because I think what a lot of the guests don't understand is that, like, so we admire them, right? Yeah. And the fact that they agreed to sit, I mean, because we are just Denny and Hanna. It's not like we are some big celebrities, like you know what I mean? We just us. So it's like the fact that they all agreed to sit down and share a moment of their time with us, and their knowledge. I mean, for us, that's massive, you know, because that also boosts us and keeps us going. I mean, that's the thing that keeps us going. It's the people and the feedback and the messages, and to say that, yes, I do see myself differently and whatever, you know, because then it makes us see ourselves differently.
Yeah. And actually, what you can see in other people is what you have inside yourself, you know? And if you see something negative in people, that means you have a problem. That negativity is within yourself, and yeah, that speaks a lot about you guys. Yeah. Also, I want to mention that because we are accountability partners and we have meetings once in 2 weeks. And I remember during one call, you encouraged me to tell about my values as a woman and how do I, what is my perception in a relationship. And you know, after that discussion, I had a lot of, I got courage to start my YouTube channel and start voicing what I'm thinking and what could be a value to other people out there. So, yeah. How did you spot that within me? Actually, I don't remember what I was sharing, that you started to encouraging me doing that.
You know, I would say one of my gifts is I'm a very good listener.
Yes.
So people might not realize it because I joke a lot, but I listen very, very like intently, like to when someone's saying something. So basically it was information I collected from our interview, and because you know, in an interview we had casual conversations, then we had like a little deeper stuff, and then more so from all that, because I think we spoke for about 2 hours maybe. But I edited the video, but I listened the first time, and I took note of certain things you said. So it was I think from our conversation I understood your values as a woman, you know. And I like, for me, like, you know, Hannah knows that I'm very like I'm very serious about like relationships and you know, like couples and marriage and all these things. And yeah, so I think for me that's always something I look for, even in people that I let's say want to befriend. Like I kind of look for people who have the same kind of values, right? And I think it's something rare, like not rare, but I mean, I think I don't see it as often that people keep and value those kind of morals, you know, within them. And so when I do see that in someone, I will always encourage them to not be shy about it, not to hold back, because I know that, like, I mean, it almost seems like in this society, you know, saying certain things like, oh no, I'm waiting for the right person, is seen as like stupid. It's like, why are you doing that? Like, you could just date, and there's all these dating apps and there's Tinder, and you can swipe left or right or whichever way they're swiping, and you can just like have multiple partners, and just that you can wait. Like, you know, just it's seen as like, that's crazy. Why would you want to do something like that? You know? So it's like, I think because of that, a lot of people kind of keep quiet about the fact that they are not like that, because you have to sort of be a certain way to fit in, I guess. So I thought, like, having people like yourself and you know, people that think that way, also voicing and saying, hey, it's cool to also be like this, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's important. I think it's really important, because I feel like if you look at what's happening nowadays, it's like these kids are confused. The younger generation, they are, for me, they feel like they don't know what they want, because they have so many conflicting values and views, and it's almost like no real role models. because even me at my age, I was looking for role models. I was looking for men and women who still had these values, so that I could look and say, oh, okay, it still exists, you know? So I can't imagine what the kids are going through. So yeah, I think you definitely would have an impact on a lot of people, not only women, but men as well, because then it gives them the hope that, yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff still exists.
Yeah, and because of this propaganda about not keeping your clean consciousness and body, at all levels.
Yeah.
Because you have to live free and do what you like, do what you want. People got confused and stuck, I guess. And I have a feeling that now the world is changing and these values coming back to life when people start to realize that being faithful and having one partner and focusing on your relationship and nurturing each other, it is essential. You grow, and I can see between both of you this warmth and this synchronicity, and you complete each other, and that's amazing. What to watch you, how you work together, and yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, I also watch successful couples, and I try to understand what is the secret behind their long and happy life together. It is it is a journey of self-discovering and giving space to other person to be who he or she is, and have this accept yourself and accept other person next to you the way this person is, without controlling or pushing to do things that you think will make you happy. Actually, when you think this way, I believe that you don't know what is your true self, because if you don't, you feel that somebody must change their behavior in order to make you happy, that means you didn't find yourself. You do not know who you really are, because if you have this understanding of yourself, and you accept yourself, you live in now, and then you can give that space and acceptance to other person next to you. And I think it is relating to any kind of relationship, friendship, at workplace, children, parents, to emphasize that your project is now growing and your audience is exponentially growing, and I can see how impactful is your project. What can you advise to people who would like to start similar journey of doing a digital activity by sharing with the world their values, their skills, as we are doing within this community?
What advice?
Yeah, or tips, or what helped you to get to this level of growth?
For me, I'd say that you have to be very open. For me, I feel like you have to be prepared to do and be something you've never been before. Like, I mean, there were so many layers that I had to like kind of go through to get here, and of course, like, you're gonna meet up with like resistance to certain things. Like I said, I didn't like being in front of the camera, but I think you have to be willing and open to trust. I mean, that's the reason why we're in a mentorship, right? Because someone else can highlight something about you that you might not have seen, or you might not have thought about, or you were maybe like scared to take that step. And so I think it's important that you surround yourself with people that encourage you to keep going up, you know, instead of telling you or scaring you out of doing stuff. So I'd say be open, like surround yourself with the right kind of people. And you have to have faith in yourself, and you have to trust that wherever, like, you know, life is taking you, that it's gonna work out, because I mean otherwise there's no point.
I'll say you have to make sure that it's something, if you're going to start a project, right, whether it's something that you're planning on making money of or something that you're just going to do for yourself but you're thinking to do it long term, then you have to do it about something that you are genuinely interested in. Because otherwise you're not going to have maybe the persistence and the dedication to keep going with it, you know.
That actually should be number one.
That is number one. So for you, like when you went through the 90-day video challenge, you found that you liked doing these interviews, you know, and you love connecting with people, and you've always loved finding something in people and to bring the good stuff out, you know. And these were things that he would do this in normal conversation, you know. But when he came with this idea of having a project with making these videos and filming someone talking and having a conversation, and then packaging it beautifully and showing it back to them to show other people how awesome they are, so that they can see it for themselves instead of just seeing it from their own perspective, you know. But that was something that you felt really strongly for, because whatever project you're going to do, it might be that you have to do it for a long time. It might be that you have to put a lot of hours into it. And even something as in, oh, I am just going to do something to make money out of it. It might not work unless it's something that you love, you know. Or you might make it work, but you're going to be miserable in the process of it, you know. And then you might as well do a normal job, you know.
You should be able to find something that you can be consistent in. So if your purpose is like, if you want to get a message out there, you want to help people, just do that. Just do whatever you need to do to help people, if that's what the thing that makes you happy, and do it consistently. Because
and scale it slowly and to know your limits, especially if you're doing something alone and you're not outsourcing things. If you take on doing too much too quickly, then you can tire yourself out very quickly
and then give up.
So for you decided a certain pace that I'm going to do this many videos. It came over a few months of trial and error,
because I was burning myself out in the beginning. I was like doing too many interviews too quickly. And then there's a whole lot of editing.
You could do 5 a week.
But because I enjoyed the conversations, again, passion, I started finding out, okay, how can I continue doing this, but enjoy doing it? And then I started slowing down a little bit, you know? And so I put like deadlines, but if I don't meet those deadlines, I didn't beat myself up for it, you know? I'll just say, okay, I missed this deadline, fine, I'll do it the next day. This is our show. Like we don't have to answer to anyone. As long as we get the message out there and we keep doing it consistently, then that's fine. And things that I can't do or that I hate doing, I will find someone who likes doing it.
I was going to say.
And let them do it.
Because the outsourcing is really, really powerful. Because the Cafe Clash with doing the videos, you were really good with the technical stuff, to set it up, to shoot it, and then to edit it. But if you have a project that involves many different parts, maybe email lists and web page and shopping functionality, or whatever it is you're setting up, there might be so many things that you don't know how to do yourself, and you would kill yourself trying to learn it and still do
not as good
of a job as someone else who knows it, that you could pay a little bit to do it and to get it done nicely and quickly, you know. So it's really good to know, to not be too stubborn to think that you're going to do everything yourself.
My motto is, I want it to be easy. And I know this sounds very like, you know, everyone says you need to go hard, and like, my motto is, I want to like enjoy it. Like I want to simplify things for myself and enjoy it. So that when I get up and I feel like, oh, I'm going to do another cafe clutch, I want to be happier, like feel happy about it instead of thinking, oh God, you know, like I have to do this and that and that.
Yeah.
So I always try to find ways of like little shortcuts that just save me a little bit of time. Because to keep a certain pace up after long, I mean, that's what happens when we work, right? You just burn yourself out eventually and you just start hating the thing that you're doing. So I mean, that's the best advice I can give.
I think that I am now at this level, which you were at the beginning, by creating a lot of content and interviewing people. Because, since we are in this pandemic situation and a lot of us lost our jobs, and my understanding is that majority of the companies will change their strategies, and many job positions could be, improved, innovated, or other jobs will be cancelled at all because the companies have to change their strategies. Artificial intelligence will be implemented because big companies already realize that going through this crisis, that affects them a lot. So within the history, we know that new technologies being implemented, people lose their jobs, and we have to reskill ourselves this way. And it's amazing that you mentioned about outsourcing, because this way we can provide each other support by doing a digital activity, creating specific business where you should not necessarily do all bits of that job. You can pay somebody who is living maybe in a poor country and supporting that economy of that country by doing your job in your country where maybe you have an income which can balance this energy. And it's great. And I also wanted, and by the way, it is long-term process, as Hanna said. It's not happening within a couple of months. I think people who are listening to us must be very aware about this process, because we also do a shift in our mindset, because we are used to have a traditional employee mindset. When you go to job, you don't have too much, you have a certain list of responsibilities according to your job description, but you are not so much responsible about certain risks within the company. But when you work for yourself, that requires much more awareness and self-discipline and taking risk, maybe a financial risk, or that the commitment that you have to do the job in a specific time and be committed to the work you are doing. So I also wanted to ask you, how do people could get to that understanding what is their passion, or how it was for you, because we can't say that for everybody. But when you would like to change from a traditional job to a digital job, or maybe create your personal brand as you are doing with Coffee Clutch, and you will start being monetized by YouTube or any other platforms, So how do you think, what advice you can do to people who they don't know how to start, or what value they can bring to people?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Go. No, I think there are different ways of going about it, right? Because I believe that some of us have an interest or a passion that you could build on, and some of us have been so far removed from our own interests that we don't quite know anymore. You know, if you've been in the corporate world for a really long time, or you've had jobs that have kept you really busy and you haven't had time for, you know, reading books maybe about things you find interesting, or having hobbies, or, you know, developing yourself, and so that you have this thing, that this interest, this passion that you could already take out. If you don't have that, then you might have to go exploring, you know. So if you have your passions already, then great, you know, then basically you have to look at that and see, how can I go about this? In which case, I'm very excited to see what's happening with the new trainings in SFM that are designed towards specifically building something around your passion, you know. But if you don't know, then you might, either you can maybe go outside of yourself and ask, if you dare, ask other people, what do you think, like, what do you like about me? What do you think I am good at? You know, what value do you see me be able to give to other people? Because again, the way that Denny said, that we can see success for other people, we can see something that other people are really good at, maybe they can't see it for themselves, you know. Even if it's something as in, this person is a really good father, and he could be an example for other people who have or who will have children, you know. And even just like speaking about that can be value that you give. So asking someone else, I think, can be really powerful if you have good people around you.
Yeah, I think it depends on who you ask.
And otherwise, I think that you might have to just go on a bit of a journey, a bit of a discovery to see what you...
I would say, I think the opposite of that.
Yeah.
I think you have to ask within.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, I spend my whole life, like, searching, right?
Yeah.
And I knew what I wanted. Like, we all know what we want. Because, and how do you know it? It's by how you do things.
Yeah.
Right? You'll get into a job, and deep down you feel that, like, you don't like this, but you are saying, oh, this is a lovely job. Why? Because you're looking at the salary.
Yeah.
Right? And you're thinking, oh, this salary can get me this car, and can get me this, and can get me that, and blah, blah, blah. Right? But we all know, because, yeah, someone can see something in me, I guess, and they can say, yeah, you're good at this and that and whatever. The thing is, I have worked for, like, I think now it's like 15 different companies. Yeah. And it's not only IT. I've worked as a care assistant. I worked as, like, for, like, stadiums, but I did, like, many different, like, you know, and I was trying to find myself. So I was actively trying to see what it was I liked. And you'll be surprised sometimes as to what you actually like, and what you thought you'd like and you don't actually like, even though you might be good at it, you know? So I think it's like, you have to trust your instinct and not be scared to, like, actually leave something that looks like it's a gold mine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had a really good job, paid really well, amazing benefits, and I left that because it just didn't feel right for me. And people thought I was crazy. But I think it's, I think it's about, you have to find what makes you happy, and what they say in SFM, find that thing that you can see yourself doing every day.
Yeah.
You know, the bad thing is about, like, I'm sorry, I don't want to make this long, but, you know, coming from a poor country, like, I grew up poor, right? So I was really good at sports. Like, I was insanely good at sports. But when you don't have that mentality, you know, you could never imagine that being a career, right? Because you were brought up in an old system. Like, you have to go to school, you have to get, so
you're taught not to see it as an option.
Exactly. So you look beyond the thing that would give you that, bring you that happiness and would bring you that success, because you think it's just a hobby.
Yeah.
But now I think people are waking up and realizing, and they're seeing that you can make money out of anything.
Yeah.
You just have to find the angle. You have to find a place like the SFM that's going to help you cultivate that dream and make it real, using or leveraging the power of like, you know, I mean, it's mind blowing when you think about it, because I think, I would say personally, from people that I've met and just talking to them, I know that they know what their passion is.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
do.
the first time I met you, or like when I was talking to, like, I know you know what it is, but you just don't see it as an option.
Yeah. I think
you can't see the way of making money out of that thing that you like.
Yeah.
And that's the sad thing, because I feel like our schooling system takes that option away from us.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, within the SFM, actually, we learn different things. We learn how to do affiliate marketing, and how to do e-commerce, and how to market your own product. And the people must be aware about what they want, what is their path.
Yeah.
And when you start creating your own product, let's say you have a YouTube channel or you have a course, you want to sell it. So in parallel to that, by investing in yourself, in learning and taking on board all what is taught there, and you feel that you need a mentor, otherwise that will take you ages, you know, to go through the process of learning yourself within what you can access for free on YouTube and Google. But you realize that you want to have this journey more fruitful and joyful. So for that, you have to have a support. And when you have this mindset of investing in yourself and learning, you can see the value of this product, and you can share with people, look, that helped me to change my life, for example, what SFM is doing for us. And this way, you can promote this product and get commissions out of that, and that could be a vehicle for creating your lifestyle, your make it real, your mission and vision, what you are aiming to do. And that will bring you a lot of happiness and joy and fulfillment. To think that affiliate marketing is something that manipulates people, you know, because there is something negative when people listen or hear about marketing or affiliate marketing, yes? For me, it is a bit of a shift in my consciousness when I realized that actually you can create your product and you may sell it on affiliate premises as well. And you consume other people's products, and by consuming and seeing the value and promoting those companies' products, you can get commissions. And we can support each other on this digital space by using each other's content and products, and this way building trust within our, you know, people who we are talking to, our network, you know. And I think it is something amazing what we can leverage and use nowadays within this online platform, internet space, I could say.
I think before this, I always looked at sales as something that was a little bit disgusting, you know. It felt like someone who was just trying to trick you into something. But I think, as with everything else, like if you do something in a moral way, in an honorable way, and if you only promote things that you actually believe in and that you really do think can help people, you know, then there's nothing immoral or bad about that, you know. And it took me a while, because Denny started with the SFM, you know, and I tagged along later on. And from the outside, from not knowing so much and from not having heard other people's stories so much, even until a while into the him doing the cafe clutches, I was not so involved. And the idea of even doing affiliate ads for SFM, to me was a bit difficult to imagine, you know. But having heard through the cafe clutch interviews that we've done, that Denny has done, having heard people's stories, you know, of how much the SFM changed their lives, whether they are making money out of it or not, because some people are, you know. We have spoken to people who took the knowledge that they had, and either they went the affiliate route, or they started their own thing, but they used the knowledge that they had gathered. And they are actually making money. They are now working with those things. Other people have not come that far. They have not done the affiliate. They have not started their own thing. But they will say that even if I don't ever make a single dime out of this, I'm so happy that I joined, because of how it made me think, because it's how it's changed my life, because of how it's changed my way of looking at work and possibilities and myself and my family, you know? So people are getting so much out of it. And if you find something, if you're a tech, if you like techie stuff, and you find a really, really good camera, you know, that you think is awesome, then there's nothing shameful about telling people, guys, look at this thing. This is super cool. I love it. And I think you guys could check it out too. By the way, here's an affiliate link, you know?
Yeah.
If it's something you really believe in, there's nothing bad in that. And that's where I think my mindset shift came from when it came to the SFM. From not quite knowing how I felt about it, to having seen how massively it has impacted people, you know, on so many different levels.
Yeah, and I had a shift in my mindset as well, because I used to consume everything for free before 6 months ago, or maybe earlier, because why shall I pay somebody? Because I have free access to everything. But I realized actually that there is a lot of stuff out there, and it takes time to find quality and good stuff. And I started to consume other people's online products. I bought courses on how to build an online course. I bought also, and I have a monthly subscription to parenting program. And then I pay a monthly membership to a YouTube channel of a person who just brings a lot of insights about psychological development and growth and issues, which gives me so much understanding about myself, and these people change my life. So I'm so happy and grateful to pay to all these people and consume their content, because I see value in that. So yes, so that is what we are doing now. I mean, this affiliate issue is by helping people to find solutions to their problems. Yeah, because business is about solving people's problems. Yeah, yeah, that is very, very good to know and realize. Thank you so much for your shares and time. And I think it was a valuable time spent together. And I hope for people who will watch till this moment will find a lot of insights and help. I will put the links to your Coffee Clutch YouTube channel and your website and all our contacts underneath the video. And I would like to ask you, what would be the final words to our listeners there? Who are people maybe who are thinking to join the SFM, or maybe to create their products on YouTube, modeling our examples?
I would say that I think it's important to look at where you are. Like, think about what it is you want first, and then look, you know, like, be honest with yourself and see, like, if you are happy about where you are in life and your work and everything, and there's no need for anything, then it's harder for you to kind of embark on this journey, because there's a whole lot of, like I said, layers that you kind of have to go through. But if, you know, all those kind of things appeal to you, and you're looking to just open your mind up to the possibilities. I mean, the world is moving into a digital age. With the coronavirus, it's become even more apparent.
Oh, yeah.
So the fact that we are able to work from home is because most of our work is on the freaking internet, you know?
Yeah.
So why not learn the skills and master the skills to become an expert in whichever realm within this growing market, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's just a no-brainer. And I think, I know for myself, it's like the best investment I've ever made.
Yeah.
Ever, you know? To surround yourself with the right kind of people, to learn the right kind of skills, and just be amazed at what you become on the other end of that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I mean, I'm thinking back 1 year ago, it's like I'm completely different. And my mindset is completely different.
And even more so if you would have gone back to the time before the 90-day video journey. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Thank you. Thank you so much for your share. And I think my call is similar to you, to encourage people to make an assessment of their lives and feel what are their needs according to Maslow's pyramid, at what level you are, and try to fulfill all our needs, starting with the basis and going up to the most high and fulfilling things what we can do in life. And at the end of the day, to feel that yeah, I've done something meaningful in this life, and that will bring a lot of joy and happiness in our life. Thank you so much, my friends. And yeah.
Thank you for having us. And honestly, just like keep doing just everything you're doing.
Thank you so much. Let's say bye to everybody and wish them good luck in their life journey. Okay, bye guys.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.